سلام الله عليكم أحبتي. في هذا الفيديو سوف نتعلم كيف نجد f برايم لأنواع مختلفة من الفانكشنز. عندي هون طبعا find the derivative of this polynomial. This is polynomial. Whether you know that it is polynomial or something else, it's fine. You can still capable of finding f prime of x. So f prime of x equals 2x and 3x. it will be 3. For the constant part 2 it will be 0. So the very second example I have here, so it's 5t cubed minus 2 radical t. First of all, t here is the independent variable. We will treat t same way we treated x before. So t here like x. Okay, so there's two ways to find f prime here. One of them depends on your knowledge. If you know that square root, the derivative of the radical is 1 over 2 the radical or not. So let us keep this here. So if you differentiate radical t alone, the derivative of radical t is 1 over 2 radical t. 2 radical t. If you know this, then we can do it directly. So f prime of t, equals 15 t squared minus 2 times the radical will be 1 over 2 radical t. And here guys, we can eliminate this 2 with this 2. So simply f prime of t, it will be 15 t squared minus 1 over radical t. So this is one approach. Or if you don't know this, what you can do, you can rewrite the radical and convert it to what we call rational exponent. So look at this. This is not f prime, this is f of t. So here there's rewriting. So I have 5t to the power of 3 minus t to the power 1 over 2. You know that square root of t means t to the power 1/2, and there's 2 here. And now I will find the derivative. Look at this. F prime of t equals again 15t squared, this part unchangeable. Even this one 2 times, we will drop this power here, multiply it here, so it will be times 1 over 2. Then we will reduce the power by 1. So I have 1 over 2. 1 over 2 minus 1 will be minus 1 over 2. Again, I can eliminate these two. So f prime of t will be 15t squared minus t to the power of minus 1 over 2. Look at this here, guys. We have the same derivative, but the appearance is different. So look at this part here, 1 over square root of t. And look at this, t to the power minus 1 over t. They are exactly the same. Okay, they are equal. So whether you do it like the first way or the second way, both are correct, and you can keep your final response either way. So look at this here, guys. I have here 4 over x plus 4x minus 3. Again, we will start by solving this by rewriting 4 over x. So in like power form. So f of x, this is not a derivative again, guys. F of x equals 4 x to the power of minus 1 plus 4x minus 3. And the derivative here, f prime of x. We will multiply this power by this constant, so it will be minus 4 x to the power minus 2 plus 4. That's it. This is one approach. Or there's a rule here. I will write it here again. So the reciprocal function, how we differentiate 4 over x. So if you differentiate 4 over x, it will be minus 4 over x squared. if you know this, then we can straightforward find the derivative. So it will be like this: f prime of x, or f prime of x equals 4 over x. It will be, as I mentioned, minus 4 over x squared. This is the derivative of a reciprocal function, okay, plus 4. And again, guys, we have two different appearances for the same thing. I have this and I have this, and they are exactly the same. Which one you have to go to? The one you master, the one you like. It's up to you. Look at this here, guys. What I have f of s equals this long story. We will find out how to find the derivative here. Okay, what I have here, guys, I have f of s. Again, s is the independent variable. We will treat s the way we treat x when we have f of x, okay? So personally, here we have 5s to the power 3 over 2. So what is f prime of s? So f prime of s, okay, here I have 5. So I will multiply this 5 by the power of 3 over 2. Then s to which power? I will reduce this power by 1. So 3 over 2 minus 2, you can do it by minus 1, sorry. You can do it by calculator. It will be 1/2. Okay. Then minus 7 times minus 1/3. Again, s to which power? I have here minus 1/3. If you minus 1, it will be minus 4 over 3. Minus 4 over 3. Maybe once we're done with this, I will tell you like a shortcut way. I will reveal it so you can do it like without calculator if you are interested. Okay. Then I have here to multiply here. And I will multiply these. But here we have minus. Keep it in mind. So if we multiply, so what is f prime of s? It will be, we multiply the top by the top, the bottom by the bottom. So it will be 15 over 2 s to the 1/2. Plus, because minus times minus, 7 over 3. So 7/3 s to the power of minus 4 over 3. As I told, we are done, that's it. Now guys, I'll tell you how to minus 1 without calculator, how to make it easy. So when you have like 3 over 2 minus 1, it will be, look straightforward, minus the top minus the bottom. 3 minus 2 is 1. Keep the bottom as it is 2. That's it. 1 over 2. Again, there is another example here. So hopefully this is easier and more straightforward and will save some time rather like using your calculator. Okay. And look at this here. I have minus 1 over 3. Minus 1. Again, what I will do, I will minus the top by minus the bottom. So minus 1 minus 3, it will be minus 4. Keep the bottom as it is, 3. So hopefully this is faster. It will give you some confidence and save maybe some milliseconds, okay? Next, what I have here, guys, I have here f of x equal x squared, okay, plus 5x minus 2 divided by 4x. And here, guys, what we can do, we can apply the quotient rule. Quotient rule here is useful, okay? So what is the quotient rule? So f prime of x will be, I will make this fraction gigantic. I will take whatever in the bottom to the top. So 4x. I will differentiate the top, 2x plus 5 minus, now keep the top as it is, x squared plus 5x minus 2. Differentiate the bottom 4 divided by the same, by the denominator or the bottom squared, like this, okay? Not 4x squared, we have to add these parentheses because this square is not for one, it's for the whole denominator, okay? No simplification, nothing, as long as what you have to do is to find f prime, okay? Next, we have this function here. Also, we can apply quotient rule again, and keep in mind that what is the derivative of square, you know, the derivative of square root, guys, of x is very, very common, so please keep it in mind. So it will be 1 over 2 radical x. So this will ease the task, okay? So f prime of x, okay, whatever in the bottom, I will take it to the top, radical x. I will differentiate the top, so it will be minus 10x minus 7 minus, I will keep the top as it is, minus 5 x squared minus 7x minus 7. Now I will differentiate the bottom. The derivative here of the bottom, guys, is what? I will glue these fractions, is 1 over 2 radical x, 2 radical x. Then and divided by the bottom squared. So can we cancel the square with this radical? Of course you can, but you don't have to. Keep it like that, okay? Next, I have here what we call product rule. But here maybe there is another thing, another approach to do or to find the derivative. And what is, it's like this, to rewrite f of x. Then you will decide which one suits you, both correct. So here I have radical x in the bottom, so I can take it up and make it x to the minus 1 over 2. It's same as dividing by radical x. So this is minus 1 over 2 because of this radical x in the bottom. Then I will open this bracket. So here I have minus 5 x squared minus 3 x minus 7. What I will do next, I will now expand. So expand what? Give me some time, please. Yes, here. So I will multiply this here, and I will multiply this here, not here exactly, okay. And here as well. So this is what we call by expand or the law of distribution. So still we have here f of x, this is not f prime. So each time we will add the powers, each time. So I have here minus 1 over 2, and I have 2. I will add them. You can do that using your calculator. So it will be minus 5 x to the power 3 over 2. Why 3 over 2? Because I just added the powers minus 1 over 2 plus 2. Minus 3 x to the 1 half. Again, why is that? Because I just add minus 1 over 2 plus 1. Minus 7x to the power minus 1 over 2. Okay, so now I'll find the derivative one by one. So now f prime of x equals minus 5 times 3 over 2 x, subtract 1 from that power, it will be 1 over 2 minus 3 times 1 half x to the minus 1 over 2 after subtracting 1 from the power, minus 7 times minus 1 over 2, then x to the power of minus 3 over 2. And what we can do now, we will multiply these numbers just to make the solution more decorative. Okay. It will be minus 15 over 2 x to the one half minus 3 over 2 x to the minus 1 over 2, then plus 7 over 2 x to the minus 3 over 2. So here you have two different ways to do the same thing, and it's up to you to follow which one. So here we have or, so you can do this or you can do this. Okay, look here at this example I have here. X, here we can apply product rule or we can expand then find the derivative. So there's like two different ways to do the same thing. أيضا هون في عندي طريقين. الطريق الأول هو إني أحول هذا كله إلى x to some power, okay, by expanding. يعني firstly I will convert this radical to rational exponent. Yes, so this is one thing I can do. So this is f of x, as you see guys, this is not f prime. So here I have x times, I like this style of parentheses, 2x power of, sorry, this is 3x power of 2 minus 6 x to the power of 1 over 2. Then I will expand, multiply this here and multiply this here. This is what we call distribution or expansion. It's fine. Then f of x, it will be 2x to the power 1 plus 2 plus 1, it will be 3 minus 6 x to which power half plus 1, 3 over 2. You can do these addition, these by calculator, it's fine. Now you can find f prime of x. So it will be 3 times 2, it will be 6 x squared minus 6 times this power of 3 over 2, then x to which power? To the power 1 half. If you subtract 1 from this power of 3 over 2. And what you will do now, you will multiply these two constants. So if you multiply 6 by 3 over 2, it will be 9. You can do this by your calculator, it's fine. So it will be 6 x squared minus 9 x to the 1 over 2. So this is one approach, but this is not the only one. What we can do, else we can apply the product rule, taking in consideration that the derivative of radical x prime equals 1 over 2 radical x. So of course we can here apply what we call the product rule. So the product rule works like that. Keep the first function as it is, differentiate the second, plus differentiate the first, keep the second. Okay, so f prime of x, so this is or f prime of x equals, I will keep the first as it is. So the first one here is x. Times 3x squared minus 1/2 by 6, it will be 3 x to which power? Power minus 1 over 2 plus, now differentiate the first, so it will be 1, then keep the second as it is, which is 3 x squared minus 6 radical x. Maybe here it was better to write 6 times 1 over 2 radical x, which is exactly the same. So here I can just adjust here. So this will be 6 times 1 over 2 radical x. Okay, so you have here two different ways to find the derivative for the same function. You can go to any of them. Even here, guys, we can start by moving this here to the top. Okay, and if we do move this to the top, it will be like so. This is f of x, not f prime. This is f of x equals 2x to the power 5 plus 8x plus 3x to the minus 1. Then you can find f prime of x, which is 10 x to the power 4 plus 8. Then you multiply this by this, so it will be minus 3. Minus 3x to the power of minus 2. Or if you know that the derivative of a 3 over x, this is very common, prime reciprocal function is minus 3 over x squared, you can do this directly. Look at this. F prime of x equals 10 x to the power 4 plus 8 minus 3 over x squared. Exactly the same, only different appearances. Look at this here, this part and this part. They are absolutely equal. So you can go either to this or to this. Both are fine. And look here at this. Okay. So even here, students, we have like two different approaches. One of them is to move this here. Maybe this is easier, more straightforward. It depends in your algebra. So I can write now y. This is not y prime. Y equals minus 4x minus 6x to the power minus 1 over 2. Please do it directly, because what is radical x? Radical x is x to the half. And if you move it to the top, it will be minus half. That's it. Now, y prime equals minus 4 minus 6 times minus 1 over 2, because we have to multiply this here, you know. And then we will reduce the power by 1, so it will be minus 3 over 2. We can multiply the constants here. Okay. So y prime will be minus 4 plus 3 x to the power of minus 3 over 2. This is one solution, but this is not the only one. Or you have to know first that the derivative of radical x, which is very common, equals 1 over 2 radical x. And for the reciprocal function, minus the number times the derivative of the bottom divided by the bottom square. So I will write this here. So y prime equals minus 4 from minus 4x. Then we have minus a number over function, so it will be plus because we do change the sign. Then 6 times 1 over 2 radical x, which is the derivative of the bottom, divided by the bottom squared. So two solutions, exactly the same. If we do simplify this, we can have this easily. They are exactly the same. So you have this solution or this solution, you can go to either one of them. And what I have here, okay, so what I need here, I need f prime double prime in a list form. So this is f of x. F of x equals a x squared plus bx plus c. Obviously f prime of x, it will be 2a x, bx it will be b, c it will be 0, and I have here f double prime of x, which is no more than 2a. And I will use each one of them to find one variable each time. So here they told us that f of 0 equals 0. So f of 0 equals 0 means if I replace each x by 0, 0, I will end up with c. So we know what is the value of c. C is 0. Same wise, f prime of 0 is 5. So f prime of 0 equals 5 means replace 0, it will be 2a, 0, it will be b only. So b equals what? B equals 5. Last on the list I have f double prime of 0 equals 1. We end up with f double prime of anything will be 2a, because 2a is constant. So 2a equals 1 means a equals 1/2. So now we have a, b, and c. We can fill them in this function, so it will be simply like this: f of x equals 1 over 2 x squared plus b 5 x plus c. C is 0. That's it. This is my final response to this problem. And here, guys, what we have to find something called nth derivative. First of all, let us discuss this thing. So what is the difference between f to the power of 3 of x and this one? F 3, but 3 here within brackets of x. Here, guys, this is power, but here it is third derivative. So when we have the power within parentheses, within brackets, it means derivative. So here it's not f to the power n. It means here nth derivative. So here, guys, what we will do, we will seek, we will راح ندور على pattern, على إشي يعني ما. So I prefer to write f of x like that. So f of x equals 4, then x plus 8 to the power of -1, and I will use what we call chain rule. So what is f prime here? So f prime of x equals -4, then x plus 8 to the power -2 times 1. We don't have to write this one, ignore it. So this is f prime. Then what is f double prime? So f double prime of x, it will be 2 times -4 -2 times, it will be 8. Then x plus x plus 8 to the power of -3. Okay, so one more derivative. This is the third derivative, equals -3 times 8 -24 times x plus 8 to the -4. Look guys, يعني this is يعني نادر ما يجي على السؤال على هذا الموضوع. لذلك I will give you the final the nth derivative, then think about it. Don't waste too much time thinking about that. This is very unlikely during the exam. So the nth derivative will be 4 times -1 to the power, and because the sign is alternating between plus minus, then what I have here is n factorial, then x plus 8 to the power of -n plus 1. Again, هذا الموضوع مش من المواضيع اللي كثير يعني تركز عليها. ما بتذكر، يعني بإمكانك تشوف الباست بيبرز، ما لا أذكر سؤال على هذا الموضوع بصراحة. Okay, here find the function with a given, okay, derivative. Okay, here it's like they are asking us to find the function with the given derivative. So this is the derivative. So what is the origin of this function? So this is like antiderivative. What we will do here, we will integrate, right? So I can suggest like one solution, like f of x is 5 not 5, sorry, 4, 4x to the power 5. So find a function واحد بس, because there are infinitely many. يعني بإمكانك تحط this plus 1 or same plus 2 or same minus 8. All are the same derivative of 20x to the power of 5. Okay, so one solution is this. This is fine. Just to make things clear here again, that there are infinitely many functions with this derivative of 4 of 20 x to the power 4. It's like 4x to the power 5 plus 1 or minus 2 or minus 8 or any constant. So there are infinitely many choices, infinitely many answers for this. The question here, find a function, so we need one of them. So we went to 4x to the power 5 plus 1, it's fine, or 4x to the power 5 plus 2 or minus 8. All possess the same derivative. So here find the derivative of this function, and undoubtedly here, guys, the derivative here, we have to apply product rule, but there's two things to highlight before I even start. So one thing is, what is the derivative of radical x? So it's not useful to change it to 1 over 2, so please memorize the derivative of this. This is very common, 1 over 2 radical of x. And what is the derivative of 1 over x? So 1 over x prime, the reciprocal function is minus 1 over x squared. These very common, and we will use them here, and we will apply what we call the product rule. So what is f prime? F prime of x here equals, I will keep the first function as it is. So I have 9 radical of x plus 5x, and the derivative of the second is minus 6x. It will be now plus 1 over x squared, because the derivative of 1 minus 1 over x, it will be 1 over x squared. Then plus, now I will differentiate the first 9 radical x, it will be 9 over 2 radical x, 5x, it will be 5, and I will keep the second as it is, which is minus 3 x squared minus 1 over x. We have minus here, sorry, so minus 1 over x, minus 1 over x. So we are done with this. And here, guys, I have this rational function, and here we will apply what we call quotient rule. And if you cancel this with this to make the life easier, this is massively غلط. You can't do that. This is not math. So what is f prime here? So following the quotient rule, f prime of x will be, you know, the bottom here is the denominator, which is minus 3x plus 2. Then I will differentiate the top, which is 2, minus, now keep the top as it is, 2x plus 2, differentiate the bottom of minus 3, then divided by the same denominator, or the bottom squared, minus 3 x plus 2. So this is how quotient rule works. Next, again, I have here quotient rule again, and I have f of x equals this rational function. So what is f prime of x? So f prime of x, again, I will take the denominator to the top, so it's minus 8 x squared minus 2. I will differentiate the top, which is 4, minus, keep the top as it is, 4x, differentiate the bottom, minus 8, sorry. It will be minus 16x, that's it. No simplification, nothing. And here the denominator squared, same denominator, minus 8 x squared minus 3, as long as the derivative only that is required, so you don't have to simplify. Here, guys, I have this, and here product rule is fine. If you distribute x is fine, so product rule is fine here. I might solve this like following two different ways. So what I will do now, I will convert this cubic root of x to rational exponent. So it will be like this: f of x equals minus 5x to the power 1 over 3 plus 6 times x. Then I will expand by distributing this x here. And here as well. So you know, guys, when we multiply x's, we have to add the powers. So this is f of x, no derivative yet, so it will be minus 5 x to which power? I will add power 1 to the power 1/3. It will be 4 over 3. You can do this by calculator. Plus 6x. I think this expansion is better than applying product rule. Product rule will be like a longer story. However, it is correct. So look at this. Now I can find f prime of x easily. So I have here minus 5 times the power of 4 over 3. Then x times, I will minus 1 from this power, so it will be 1/3. 6x, it will be 6. So what left is to multiply these numbers just to make the solution more decorative and more organized. F of x equals minus 20 divided by 3 x to the 1/3 plus 6, no more. Next, I have here this function divided by 6. So here I can see chain rule, and this 1 over 6, we will keep it 1 over 6. It will not affect the derivative. It will be aside. So here f prime of x equals 1 over 6 times the power 4. Then we will reduce this power by 1, so it will be x squared plus 2 to the power of 3. Then times the derivative of the inside function, which is 2x. So here there is like 3 numbers I can multiply and combine them all together. I can multiply 1/6 by 4 by 2. So, and put this in the front. So it will be 2 over 3 times 2, 4. So it will be here f prime, of course, of x. It will be 4 over 3. I can write this x here, this x, I mean this one here. I can write it in the front, it's fine. Then x squared plus 2, sorry, x squared plus 2 all to the power of 3. I have to correct this, I think. Yes. X squared plus 2 to the power of 3. Next, this is what I have here, and this is square root. And I need you to remember that whatever under beneath radical called the radicand. So the derivative here is the derivative of whatever inside divided by 2 times the radical itself. So what is f prime here? So f prime of x equals 2xy, is that this is the derivative of whatever under beneath radical divided by 2 times the same radical. This is how we treat square root. So x squared minus 2. Of course we can eliminate this 2 with this 2. It will be easier in eyes, more decorative, and simpler as well. So here x divided by x squared minus 2. And what next I have here, f of x equals, okay, t to the power of 6 times this square root of t cubed minus 5. In fact, here product rule will be helpful. So f prime of t is the independent variable like x. So I will keep the first function t to the power 6 as it is. I will differentiate the second. The second is the derivative of whatever under beneath radical, which is 3 t to the power of 2 times 2 times the same radical of t cubed minus 5 plus differentiate the first 6t to the power 5, keep the second as it is, t cubed minus 5. Next, here there's like square root, and under that square root we have rational expression. So what we will do it using 2 ways. So here's solution 1. So f prime equals first I will differentiate this. So this is one approach to find the derivative of this guy here. So the derivative of this guy is itself is quotient rule. So quotient rule, I will take whatever in the bottom to the top. So it will be x squared plus 9 times the derivative of the top, which is 1, minus the top as it is x times the derivative of the bottom, which is 2x divided by the bottom squared, which is x squared plus 9 to the power of 2 divided by 2 times the same radical of x divided by x squared plus 9. This is correct, fine. Or there's solution 2. Solution 2 is to rewrite f in terms of composite functions. So here I have x divided by x squared plus 9 all to the power of 1 over 2, and here we can apply what we call chain rule. And the chain rule, we have this inside function, this one here, the inside function, okay? So what is f prime of x? So f prime of x is to drop this power as it is 1 over 2, then keep the inside function as it is x divided by x squared plus 9, and I will minus this power by 1, so it will be minus 1 over 2 times the derivative of the inside function. What is the derivative here of the inside function? I will take the denominator to the top, so x squared plus 9 times 1 minus, keep the top as it is, differentiate the bottom, 2x divided by x squared plus 9 to the power of 2. So here we have like two solutions. They are different in shape, but they are the same, exactly the same. So you can go to either one of them. And here I have constant over a function, and here we have this rule of minus. I will solve this like in two different ways. So one response is like this. F prime of x. So we will minus, change the sign, so it will be 3 times the derivative of the bottom, and the derivative of the bottom here radical, so it will be 16x divided by 2 times the same radical of 8x squared minus 9 divided by the denominator squared, so this radical of 8x squared minus 9 to the power of 2. Or this is another solution which is also fine. I can rewrite this to be like a composition of two functions. I will change this radical to a rational exponent, so I can express f of x, not f prime, f of x like this. So I have here minus 3, then these brackets 8x squared minus 9 to the power of minus 1 over 2. Why is that? Because the radical in the denominator is 1 over 2, and when we move it to the top, it will be minus 1 over 2. And now we can apply the chain rule. So f prime of x equals, first I will multiply this guy by this guy. If you multiply minus 1 over 2 by minus 3, it will be 3 over 2. Then I will keep the inside function 8x squared minus 9 as it is. I will reduce the power by 1, so minus 1 over 2 minus 1, it will be minus 3 over 2. Then times the derivative of the inside function, which is 16x. Guys, if you look for these like two solutions, okay, the appearance is different, but they are exactly the same. I will move into the next problem. Here I have this beautiful chain rule with square root things. So we'll find out how to find the derivative here. So we have here function to the power of minus 2. So here we have what we call inside function, and this is the inside function, okay? So f prime here, I will drop this power as it is, minus 2. I will keep the inside function as it is, x cubed minus 4 plus 3x. We will reduce the power by minus 1, so it will be minus 3. Then now I will differentiate the inside function. The inside function I have square root, and for square root we have a special thing to do. The derivative of the radicand, which is 3x squared times 2 times the same radical of x cubed minus 4 plus 3x. It will be 3. That's it. Okay. I think I have to close this bracket. Okay. And what next? Next I have this long story. I will try to summarize it. فيما يتعلق بهذه المسألة يا أصدقاء، يعني هذا قانون إذا أنت حافظه 100% بتحل السؤال، إذا مو حافظه يعني ممكن يكون فيه شوية صعوبة يعني. So أنا عندي h of x is a function of composition. المطلوب مني هو to find what؟ Okay. Compute the value. Okay, the derivative of h of x at x equals 9. يعني عندي h of x اللي هو function of function. We call this function of composition. يعني f of x, and inside f of x we have g of x. What we will do, we will find h prime of 9. So this is the required. First let us find h prime of x. It's super easy. The formula goes like this. Firstly we will differentiate the inside function, so this part here. We will differentiate this, so it will be g prime of x times f prime again of the inside function g of x. Yes, f prime of g of x. Then we will replace each and every single x by 9. This is the meaning of h prime at 9. So it will be g prime of 9 times f prime of g of 9. Our priority now is to know what is this and what is this. And we have them here. Look at this long story. G prime of 9. Where is G prime of 9? G prime of 9 is I have G of 9, this one. And I have so okay, it's fine. G of 9, I know this now. G of 9 is minus 8. But what is G prime of 9? Must be something here. Yes, G prime of 9, here it is 6. Look at this. So this is 6. Right? So I can now replace these little guys here. So what I have now, h prime of 9. I think the image now is clearer than before. 6 times f prime of minus 8. Now we will see what is f prime of minus 8 f prime, it must be somewhere here. So f prime of minus 8 is this, minus 4. So I know the value of this guy here now. This is minus 4. And now h prime of 9 will be 6 times minus 4, which is minus 24. بجوز واحد يقول يعني wait, يعني we don't use all givens. Yes, we don't use this, for instance. I know. We don't use maybe this as well. I know. And we call them unnecessary givens. We don't have to use everything. We used whatever served us to solve this problem. No more. So the answer is minus 24. That's it. Hopefully this is clear for all of you. And this is the formula, guys. This one here is the formula. This is the cornerstone of the whole story. Okay. I will move on to the next problem. And what I have here, this. So here, guys, find the derivative. So, okay. The derivative where f is an unspecified differentiable function. Okay, and the story is very long, so it means that we have to find d over dx. By the way, d over dx is an operator, means to differentiate whatever inside this f of 3x to the power 7. And here we have inside function, and the inside function is this guy here, okay? So the derivative will be as simple as that. Equals, if I will start by differentiating the inside function, so it will be 21x to the power of 6, then f prime of this guy, 3x to the 7. That's it. We can't go any further. Okay, look at this here, guys. Find the second derivative of this function. So I prefer to convert this radical to rational exponent, so I can make f like that. 9 minus x squared all to the power 1 over 2. It will be easier than dealing with radical for the second derivative purpose. حسن يا أصدقاء، فيما يتعلق بهذه المسألة نكمل. طبعا هذا f, we will find f prime. So f prime of x, I will drop that power of 1 over 2. I will keep the inside function as it is, minus x squared all to the power minus 1 over 2. Then I will differentiate the inside function to minus 2x like that. We have here numbers, we can multiply all of them, put them in the front. So here f prime of x, what I will do now, I will multiply this guy here by this guy, and I will put even x in the front, okay? So it will be minus x times 9 minus 2, minus x squared to the power of minus 1 over 2, like this. Then what I have now, I have product rule. I have this, I will call this the first function, and this is here the second function. I will apply the product rule. So f double prime, which is the prime of prime, f double prime of x, I will keep the first function as it is, minus x, minus x, I will differentiate the second, which is minus 1 over 2 times 9 minus x squared. I will reduce the power by minus 1 to be minus 3 over 2 times the derivative of the inside function, which is minus 2x, plus I will differentiate the first, it will be minus 1, then keep the second as it is, 9 minus x squared, all to the power of minus 1 over 2. No simplification, nothing. والحل يجي سطرين عادي، طبعا عادي، ممكن يجي 3 ما في مشكلة. Look at this here guys, the story here. Find the function g of x such that g prime of x equals f. الفكرة انه من هو الفانكشن اللي عملنا له ديريفاتيف طلع بهذا الشكل، يعني it's like anti-derivative. طبعا بحاجة الى قليل من الخبرة لحل هذه المسألة. so g of x equals I can see هون عندي طبعا الباور هذا 8، يعني كان 9 قبل الديريفاتيف، وهاي عندي هون x سكويرد minus 9. طبعا هون في عندي 1 over 9. إذا بتجرب تعمل الديريفاتيف لهذا exactly الديريفاتيف راح يعطيك هذا الفانكشن اللي موجود هون. it's like thinking in a reverse manner. طبعا لما تتعلم integration by substitution هذا بتحله like super easy very direct integral by substitution. بس it's fine. هلا فكرنا انه اذا بنعمل الديريفاتيف لهذا راح يعطيني اللي هو f of x اللي موجود هون. so what I have here انه بحكي لي find the derivative of this function. طبعا product rule. so f prime of x, keep the first as it is, which is x minus 4, differentiate the second, which is 2 plus 2x, no, 2 plus, yes, 2 plus 2x, plus differentiate the first one, keep the second as it is, 2x plus x squared. No simplification, nothing, that's it, finish. And here, of course, here the derivative is required. So I have very nice, beautiful product rule here. Maybe before the product rule, I will take this to the top here. So I can rewrite this function to be f of x equals x to 3 over 2 minus 3x. Here we have x cubed minus 2x to the minus 3. 2x to the minus 2 to the minus 2, then plus 1. Then we will find the derivative applying the product rule. I will keep the first function as it is. I like this style of parentheses. So here x to the power of 3 over 2 minus 3x. Then I will differentiate the second. The derivative here of the second is 3 x squared plus 4x to the power of minus 3 plus I will differentiate the first. It will be 3 over 2 x to the 1/2 when we subtract 1 minus 3x, it will be 3. And now I will keep the second as it is, x cubed minus 2x to the power of minus 2 plus 1. Okay, that's it. Next, here g of t, what we will do, we'll find g prime. Please guys, here I have reciprocal and radical. So what is g prime of t? Quotient rule. Okay, so here what I have 2 over t. So 2 over t, very common, the reciprocal function derivative is minus 2 over t squared. And for the radical of t prime, 1 over 2 times radical t. So if you know these two direct rules, your life will be much easier. This is one, this is the second one here. Okay, so look at this now. Now here we will apply the quotient rule, taking in consideration these two rules in the top. So here I will take the denominator to the top, so it will be t cube plus radical t times the derivative of the top. The derivative of the top here is 3. It will be plus, because we have minus 2 over t, it will be 2 over t squared minus. Now I will keep the top as it is, the top function as it is, which is 3t minus 2 over t. I will differentiate the bottom one, and the derivative of the bottom is 3t squared. It will be 3t squared plus 1 over 2 radical t divided by same denominator to the power of 2, which is t to the power of 3 plus radical t. طبعا البي دي اف موجود and accessible، يعني بتقدر تدخل تعمل له داونلود print out the way you like. Look at this here guys. I have h of y here is the independent variable. It means that I will treat y the way we treat x. So what I can do here, I can rewrite this in more familiar way. So h of y will be 1/2 y to the power 3 plus 3 y to the power minus 2. Now we can find the derivative easily. So 3 times 1/2, it will be 3 over 2. Then y to the power of 2 minus 2 times 3, it will be minus 6 y to the power of minus 3. That's it. Next, this is what I have here. So here guys, find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of y equals f of x at x equals a. طبعا this a1, this is what we call in this concept here x1, okay? And this is f, and what I need now, I need f prime indeed. So f prime of x, I will apply the product rule, so it will be the same function first as it is, x to the 4 plus x to the 2 plus 1. The derivative of the second, which is 4x plus 3 plus derivative of the first, 4x to the power of 3 plus 2x, then keep the second as it is, 2x to the power of 2 plus 3x plus 5. And remember guys, this nice table to organize your solution. Okay, this is not table. Maybe this is table. Okay, so I need x1, and fortunately x1 here is given 1, and I need y1, we will find it together, and I need the slope m, we will find it as well together, and what I need here, y minus y1 equals m x minus x1, and there's 3 numbers I need, 1, 2, 3. Fortunately x1 is always given, and in order to find y1 I will plug x1, whatever x1 is, in f. So y1 equals f of x1, which is f of 1 indeed. So this is f, guys. You will replace this x, this x, this x, this x, all x's here, all of them by 1. And then you will have the result. The result will be 30. You can try this by your calculator. So, and I need m, which is f prime of x1, I mean f prime of 1, and this is f prime here is given. Look, this is f prime. We already found it earlier, so we will replace each x here by 1 by 1 by 1, and we will let the calculator do the business, and it will be 81. You can try this and double check. So it will be here 81. So we know the value of m, the slope is 81, where y1 is 30, and I will plug in x1, y1, m here in this formula. So it will be y minus 30 equals m, which is 81. Then x minus x1 minus 1. I will expand the right hand. So it will be y minus 30 equals, multiply this here and this here. This is what we call expansion or the distribution law. So it will be 81x minus 81. Then I will move this guy here, this minus 30. So it will be y equals 81 x minus 81 plus 30. I will glue these two guys. If you glue them, it will be minus 51. So y equals 81x minus 51 in slope intercept form. So this is how we can beautifully find the slope intercept form for this tangent. And the very next example here, and the last one in this worksheet, again it's to find the tangent line at a equals 0, and this 0 here represents x1. So okay guys, here we have f, and we need f prime, of course, to find the slope f prime of x. Here we will apply the quotient rule. So we will take the denominator to the top, which is x plus 2. Remember, no simplification required. The derivative of the top 2x minus the top as it is, which is x squared plus 1, derivative of the bottom, which is 1, divided by the bottom squared, which is x plus 2. And remember this wonderful, marvelous table, okay, where I can organize the solution x1 equals 0 given in the problem, y1 something we will find, m something we will find as well, and I will plug them in this formula. Y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. Remember that I will replace these by their values. Okay, so the point is how to find y1. y1 is the image of x1, so it's f of x1, which means f of 0. And if you replace 0 in f, you will end up with 1/2, 1/2. This is f. You can try this by calculator. Just replace 0 here, you will have this value. So this is y1. We have now y1 equals 1/2, where m is f prime of x1, which is f prime of 0, and this is f prime here, beautifully given. Okay, you can use this. Just replace x by 0, 0 as it is. So you will have the stub here of minus 1/4. So we know the stub, then the stub minus 1/4. I will replace them in this equation, then I will write it in what we call slope intercept form. So y minus y1 minus half equals the slope minus 1/4 times x minus x1 0. I will make y alone step by step. Y minus 1/2 equals minus 1/4 x. I will move this to the other side. If we do move this to the other side, then y will be minus 1/4 x plus 1/2. Okay guys, done. I wish you all the best. Catch you later.